Australia. I'm going to start with Bruce and Dennis. So earlier on we had, who did we have? We had the wonderful J.R. Glover from Jacob's Pillow Dance Festival. My passion for many, many years, and still is with classical Indian dance, as a non-Asian woman, I spent many years researching Bruce and Dennis as another non-Asian dancer. She was the ex-vaudeville girl, the ex-showgirl.
Didn't have a special show.
No, because honestly, when I told Mum and Dad I was leaving uni to become a showgirl, she said, "You cannot go topless. You mustn't tell your father." It was an extra $25 a week, so I wanted to do it, but I didn't. So Bruce and Dennis, she was my idol. I didn't even breathe the thought in my mind that I might be able to recreate her work. This piece is called The Incense. I'm still performing it, bless me. There's another picture of it. And we're going to go quickly. There's another piece called The Cobras. In 1906, Nautch Dance. She premiered the Dance of the Black and Gold Sari. She premiered 5 solos inspired by all she knew of India, which was just from what she had been able to see on Coney Island and read in books. This was Radha Complex. They all premiered at the Hudson Theatre in New York in January 1906. She had naked feet, and therefore she was not allowed to perform on a Sunday. I'm just going to take you through the work, and this is relevant to Pavlova. She was an American, Methodist, Caucasian, non-Asian woman, inspired by the Egyptian deity Isis. She saw a cigarette poster advertising Turkish cigarettes. Here we go, they're the ones she saw. And so she decided she would play Radha in a piece with a Buddhist theme in a Jain temple to Lakme. Here we go.
I was trying to run it and spell that.
To Salt and Pepper, and then at the end, she choreographed it on the kitchen table with salt and pepper shakers, and at the end of rehearsals, her Islamic and Hindu attendants would have loud, voracious religious arguments. Now, the thing is, what she really wanted to learn was classical Indian dance. There are 6 main forms of classical Indian dance. This one is a picture of Rukmini Devi performing Bharatanatyam, which is from South India. For those of you who may be very familiar with Akram Khan's work, his is Kathak, North India, heavily influenced by the Mughal courts and the Islamic religions. Now, the thing is, when St. Denis and Pavlova went to India in 1926, they couldn't see any classical Indian dance because all those years of British colonial rule, the religion, the ecology, the economics, the sociology, the whole business had completely squashed down the classical Indian art forms. Rukmini Devi started learning ballet. This is Rukmini Devi dressed as the Dying Swan. She started learning ballet when she and Anna Pavlova were on a ship from what was what is now Mumbai, what was Mumbai, and is still Mumbai, to Australia. She met Anna Pavlova, because she was an architect, she was an academic. Pavlova encouraged her to learn dance, so her first dance steps took place here in Australia under the tutelage of Cleo Nordi, dressed as the Dying Swan. And here is Anna Pavlova in her Indian garb. After she went, there's your British Raj pic, after she went, they used to pass out in their corsets. She went in 1926 on her tour. The Dennis Shaw Company also went in 26 and 27. So the documentary that's been upstairs is all about a trip that I took with Elisa Rahman Travel Scholarship, because it's a small world. You rock. Yeah. Round of applause. So we basically went, I went to follow the route that Anna Pavlova took, arrived in Kolkata and went, I have no idea where she went. So I got my flatmate to look through all my Bruce and Dennis books because I knew they would have gone to the same places. I'd rock up to old marble-looking theatres and say, could I speak to the manager? And of course, because I'm white, they were like, oh my goodness, she's going to come in and complain. The manager would come down, yes madam, can I help you? When was the building built, Di? 1932, oh God, far too late, I'm off like Trump. 1923, really? Well, do you have history on the theatres? So I was scoping the theatres they might have performed at. I was looking for the hotels. I was looking for the Golden Temple, the Taj Mahal, all of those things that these famous dancers went to and were inspired to create their Indian works. So here is Anna Pavlova. She made 3 pieces. One was a Bombay wedding, and I can't remember the name of the others. It's been a long day, but she looks fabulous. And the archives at Jacob's Pillow Dance Festival, where all Bruce and Dennis's costumes are, it's all bless me, I love my jewellery. All of the jewels that she wore in her show, it's all solid silver. They've got a fortune sitting. I'm just like, you could have a great shop, you could build a whole new barn with her jewellery. Look at her, isn't she glorious? Teatron Theatre, that's where it all is. Look, and there's the pillow, that's the rock, and there's lovely Northern Owen who let me play. Now, when Pavlova toured here to Australia, actually the first time she came to Oz was in 1923. The contract that the dancers had to sign went like this.
The artist agrees not to dance or act or, I can't remember the rest.
That contract exists here in this library. Yeah, including the telegrams that Harcourt Alvaranov received while he lived in London from Dondre, inviting him to audition for Madame Pavlova, and the telegram that he received when he was accepted into the company. It's here. I am a geek. I get so excited. It's lovely. So Harcourt Alvaranov toured around the world with Anna Pavlova, and he is one of the people who stayed on in Australia after Pavlova left. And all of his archives exist here. It's so exciting. And here we have photographs that all are here of her programs from around the world. Glasgow, that's Berlin. Oh, that's a lovely picture. That's the dragonfly. Oh, there we go. This is Florence Broadhurst. So I was very excited, as you can see, I still am. And then I was doing research into other people who were creating things at the time. This includes Florence Broadhurst, who, those of you know, she went on to become an incredible designer. And I made a work called 120 Birds, inspired by 120 birds that Anna Pavlova took on tour with her around Australia, literally live birds. She picked them up and she went. And this is, so we created a piece that had Florence Broadhurst material. We connected with the Ballet Russe archives that are up in the National Gallery of Australia, and we had a Blue Rhapsody. That's a picture of Pavlova that's upstairs. We made a piece called 120 Birds, and now we're going to play you a bit of film. All right, I did it. Oh, shut up now. Can we play the film? It's about 7 minutes long, but the reason I want you to see it is at the end, some of the gold dancers joined me as our older selves. So it starts in 23, skips to 33, back to 23, all inspired by Pavlova, Russe and Dennis, and being a little bit camp.
The year is 1933, and you are in the company of Company Fair. I am Madame Lou, resident diva, and your co-head. This is Leslie Knight. She's our costume designer, pining for her first love, lost in the sea. Very lovely, emerging choreographer and lover of erotic poetry. Lola Lou, company manager and devotee of Teatron and his men dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my company. And behind us stands the Ballet Russe, our greatest competition.
Hey, hey, you got a cute little baby. There are no one to pay.
All these men, rhythm, this is called double work. Pick people up when they look unconscious, carry them and place them gently on the stage. This next thing is very modern. It's called contact improvisation. It's a little bit like the horizontal folk dance, yeah? And at the end of class, we have a bit of a massage session, which is always very exciting and quite erotic. Okay, now I'm going to train with the boys. I was so inspired, right? Waltzing Matilda in parallel, the Blundstone bomb, you could and then I'll break through number. Lawrence of Australia.
And so we were off on our first tour of Australia, which is a very big country. It took us 3 whole years to get all the way around. Did you know you could fit all the slightly named and shaped countries in Europe, all of them fit, just thinking, into Queensland? Occasionally, we would find ourselves in a hotel. When we didn't, we got a sheet, we made a dress, we made a tent, and we put a bit of bush in there, and there we go. It's terrifically comfortable. Aside from all our luggage, we were, of course, on tour with Australian wildlife. 20,000 sheep, Pip the pug, Kylie the koala, and 60 donkeys. Of ragged mountain ranges, of droughts and flooding rains. I love her far horizons. I love her jeweled sea, her beauty and her terror, the wide brown land for me. The artist agrees not to dance, pose, or perform, or otherwise act or exercise his or her talent, either gratuitously or otherwise for his or her own advantage, or for the advantage of anyone else during the term of this agreement, without first having obtained permission in writing from Madame Pavlova, and for any breach thereof, the artist shall be liable to instant dismissal and forfeiture of any salary then due and unpaid. And then we came to China, where we went to Bobby Broadhurst's academy, where we learnt about modern dancing, which you do, as she knew, with no hat, no shoes, and no expression whatsoever. The man's left foot behind the right, left toe at the heel of the right, both toes turned out. His partner's right foot in front of her left, her right heel and toe of her left foot, both toes turned out. The man raises left foot and at the same time raises the toe of the right, turns both toes in, twisting on the ball with the right foot. With the heel in this position, both toes are twisted out. With the man's left heel in front of his right toe, his partner's right heel in front of her left toe.
I've decided that I think I have a future as a drag queen.
We never did leave Madame Lou. Back in 1933, we did fly around the world, but simply had to return to the nest, to the mother bird. Ladies and gentlemen, we have skipped forward to the present day. It is 2012, and you're a little more mature. Lola and Lila are still married and have become champion sheep farmers. They return each year to Venice to renew their vows. I never did marry, but stayed true to my first love, but had taken numerous lovers. And I found my voice through Madame Lou. She showed me the way to express myself, and I've made my fortune designing bikinis. But Madame is the true star. She recently had her 120th birthday.
And there you go.